Hey guys, it's Molly with AllEars. I am here at the opening day of the Magic Kingdom. This is the official reopening day, and I'm going to take you along with me in the park. I'm going to show you what new processors are like. We're going to look at what the crowds are like, the wait times are like, what it's like to be here again. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's rewind it and catch up as to this moment now that I'm in front of the brand new castle. Hey guys, so I stayed at the Polynesian last night, and I was going to walk over to the Transportation and Ticket Center thinking that would be faster than doing the monorail here, but there was a barrier up and said I couldn't go there. So I did come back, talk to a cast member, and they said that all the transportation is going to start for right now at 8:30. So they're going to remove the barrier so you can walk over to the TTC at 8:30. The monorail is running right now to drop guests off at the other resorts in case you have a breakfast reservation, but it's not going to be making stops at the Magic Kingdom till 8:30. And then, of course, if you were to walk over to the Transportation Ticket Center, you would take that monorail or you could take the ferry boat. And then the boats are starting at a little bit later date. So they're trying to make sure that people aren't congesting everywhere. They don't want a bunch of people outside the Magic Kingdom because it doesn't actually open until 9. Totally makes sense. So I'm going to jump in the monorail line here in a moment. So keep in mind, transportation is going to take a little bit longer right now. If you're parking at the Transportation and Ticket Center, for the preview dates I've been to, it's taken like 45 minutes to get through the toll plaza and actually parked at a spot, just because they're only letting in a few cars at a time and they're parking every other spot. So put on your patient pants. And just know transportation and parking is going to take a little bit longer right now, especially at the Magic Kingdom because you have to deal with the TTC too. But don't let it ruin your day. Just smile. And once you park, security checks quick, temp checks quick, and then pick whatever transportation's the fastest, which is probably the bus when you're there. But for me, I think it's going to be the monorail today. So at the Polynesian, they are doing the temperature check right up here, up at the top, and then they've got security out here as well, like inside the lobby. And then once you actually go through security outside, they have got markers on the ground to space you out while you're actually waiting to board the monorail. Hello. How are you?
I'm gonna be on Facebook today. I love it. Welcome back, everybody.
Thank you.
Come on through.
Look at this timing, friends. Crushed it. So I'm gonna go wait on a marker here. Look at that. As you can see, monorail green is leaving and I am not on it. So not a problem, but you saw how few people there were as I walked up and you saw that I'm not on it. So that's what I mean by there's limited capacity. Plan a lot of extra time for transportation right now. It will likely be the most painful part of your day. And I say that with love because it all makes sense and they need to be doing everything they're doing, but just allow extra time. But look, a monorail has arrived. Super quick. So they're working it through. They've got a lot of monorails on the track because they're only loading a few people per car, so things are good. So, and once again, you can see that Monorail Coral is leaving and I'm still not on it. So they were only able to fill a few parties in that one because they're only seating one party per side of each car. So they only had a few spots open and they filled those. So I still wait. Still not taking too long, but I'm going to say it again. Be patient with transportation right now. All right, let's hope there's a few spots open. I'm next, so fingers crossed. As you can see, Monorail Teal is also leaving, so I will continue to say, be patient. Here comes Monorail Orange. Will she be the lucky one? Will you be the one for me, Monorail Orange? Thank you. Look everyone, a seat. How very exciting. So as you can see, there's a partition here in between like the other half of this car, and then it's one party per half of the car. So I'm right here. There's another family sitting across from me, probably staring at me. And I'm sure, of course, if you had more than like 4 people, you would get a whole section to yourself. So moral of the story so far. Be patient with transportation. And I actually think since they're not letting people in early like they used to, don't try and get there when the park opens. have a nice breakfast, get a cup of coffee, stroll up to the monorail line at 10, and I bet it'll be a very different situation. I'm at the main entrance. They're doing a very good job of spacing people out. I think they're like not letting people off monorails as quickly, or not letting boats unload as quickly. However, a boat is coming right now, so I should get in line. The crowd you see over there is people. There's a lot of people in line over there waiting for guest relations, and then some is people walking up from the Contemporary. Some are people walking up from buses. So that looks like that's going to be a little bit of a pinch point, but otherwise, I mean, look how open it is right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get myself into the Magic Kingdom. Wait for the person in front of you. Hello. Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. And just like that, I'm back in an officially opened Magic Kingdom. Look who it is. Look who it is. Hi, Daisy. Oh, you look so cute. Hi, Minnie. Hi, Mickey. Ah! Okay, so as you can see, there's some characters up here. And then here's all the people watching them. They're doing a kind of good job of not being too close together. Oh, look at this beautiful horse. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Rabbit. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Hi, Eeyore. Cheer up, pal. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, gotta rock the dots. Thank you. Hi, good morning. Hi. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, thank you. Hi, Steven. Thank you. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I've already been here twice, but all the cast members saying welcome back and have a great magical day. It's like I'm having a moment. I don't think I'm gonna get coffee right now, right here. This is the line to go into the Main Street Bakery. Again, as always though, it's probably less crowded than it looks. They have to space everybody out. When I was here at the preview, it looked long, but it was super quick and it was awesome. So, but I'll get coffee in a little bit. I gotta go see her. As the people go through and the characters aren't out here, it's definitely spacing out a lot. Like, look at how empty it is now. So I think that Main Street is gonna be a pinch point, obviously. It's how everybody has to get into the park. So there was a little bit, I mean, there's definitely more crowding than there was at the previews, but still, I'm able to spin around right now and not touch anyone. I'll demonstrate. Distancing. So it's definitely more crowded than the pass holder previews, but less crowded than normal because people are moving and getting their way into the park. So here I am obviously right in front of the castle. There's really not very many people around here. People seem to be right now being pretty respectful of being out of other people's way. All the parties up here taking pictures in front of the castle are all distancing themselves. So I'm actually very impressed, I want to say, tentatively. There was a little crowding as the characters went by, which I think is to be expected. So just as a reminder, when you see the character cavalcades come by, try and space out. I'm going to watch for other ones later to see if that holds true. But so far, so good. I just did a little wait time check. It is about 9:35. The longest line in the park is 45 minutes, and that is Splash Mountain. Thunder and The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train both have about a 20 or 25 minute wait, and then everything else is 15 or less. So again, it's 35 minutes after the park opened. That's where the wait times are. I'm gonna head into Adventureland because I haven't done the Jungle Cruise yet since the park's reopened, and I want to see how they are seating the boats. One thing you'll see around the park now, they have these digital boards kind of hidden. I've seen a few of them throughout the park. They have one screen that says safety reminders, and then here's what I want. They've got your wait times on here. I don't know if you can see it. Dumbo 5, Small World 5, Tea Party 5, characters close. Peter Pan 5, Mine Train 30, Pooh 5. Okay, here we go. Adventureland, Jungle Cruise 20, Pirates 25 now, Carpets 5, Big Thunder 35, Splash 45, Mansion 5. So that's kind of what we're at, and I'm gonna go do Jungle Cruise right now. Hi there. Oh, guys, I might start crying again. It's happening. Like I said, I've been here. I've been lucky enough to come to some previews, but the cast members are truly amazing. Every single one I've interacted with since Disney opened, since the resorts opened, have been so excited. Welcome home. We're so happy to have you back. And it's awesome. Here is the entrance right here for Jungle Cruise. This is where the queue starts. Again, 20 minutes. I'm gonna time it for you to show you if that's true or not. But what I found so far at the previews, what I've seen at Universal, is don't be alarmed if the queue looks really long. Keep in mind they have to space everybody out at least 6 feet. And think about the queues when you're, like, think about how tight the Jungle Cruise is. So they're gonna have to really space people out in there, which is why it looks super, super long. If this was a regular day and the line was out here, it would be like at probably a 70 or 90 minute wait. Keep that in mind. They also are cleaning the vehicles on a regular basis, so that takes more time too. So every queue I've been to has hand sanitizer right when you get in and right when you get off, and a lot of times right before you get on the boat as well, or right on the vehicle. They don't put it directly in your hands like Universal did, but it's definitely available. That said, I still have my own in my bag. They have it all over the parks too. They have it at dining locations, they have it in merchandise, they have it just freestanding, but I still also have one on my person just in case I need it at another time. And again, look how few and far between the markers are. That's why this queue looked so long. Since it's so tight, I'm gonna stand here, but they don't want anyone right here. So that's why there's like 3 markers in this whole section. So once again, don't be alarmed by how long the lines look. So you'll see the queue like weaves through the whole thing, the whole extended queue. I think it's going through Fast Pass 2. Hello! That's why they can't have Fast Pass right now, because they're using all the queues and they're making these really long, spaced out queues. And it's been about 10 minutes since I got in line, and it's moving super quick. Oh, go this way. Thank you. Okay. So I'm sitting right here.
Thank you so much for sitting in that live bait section. You will not
great. Thank you.
Hi guys, come right around the nuclear powered engine all the way up front. Yeah, perfect. You're gonna sit right there between those plexiglass sections. That's really nice. Awesome. All right. Show of hands. How many people knew that there were jokes on the cruise today? Yeah, some of you aren't acting like it. Okay, so we're rapidly approaching Schweitzer Falls, named for the famous German explorer, Dr. Albert Falls. Now we are going to take a right. Feel free to take some photos. They're all decent. You know, they all have their trunks on. I mean this. Hi, Dad. Now, we're entering the most dangerous part of our journey, and that's the exit. So do me a favor and remain seated with your hands on your seat legs inside the boat at all times, and do not cross over anything in the center as you exit. I will throw up. That thing in the center does exactly what you think it does.
The world famous Jungle Cruise, world famous for being world famous. I do adore the Jungle Cruise. What a delight. What a way to start the day. Classic opening day attraction. Set a 20-minute wait, still set, it says 25 now, but it's actually shorter than when I got here. It took like 15. They have divided the boat up into different sections with plexiglass, and they seat you party by party in there, so that you're divided from the other people and spaced out from the other people. There's nobody sitting in the middle, and Skipper had like a partition nothing in between him and you. So that was the Jungle Cruise. Let's do something else now. I just did another wait time check. It's about 10:15. Pirates now has a 45-minute wait along with Splash. Those are the longest two in the park. And then like Big Thunder, Mine Train, and Space are all around 20 to 25. And everything else is pretty much 15 minutes or less, even Peter Pan's flight. A lot of that is going to be because of how the vehicle loads. Peter Pan's an omni-mover, so it's real quick to get people on and off. But here's the Pirates queue right now. Let's take that all in. Came over yonder to go to Frontierland because I wanted to scope out both of the mountains here. Splash has a 45-minute wait, it says. Thunder has a 35-minute wait. I'm probably going to ride Thunder to see if that is true. I want to kind of time these waits out and see if they're a little bit higher, if they're right. So far, they've been tending to be throughout the previews and today, like a few minutes off. Like they've been shorter than they say, but like by like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so Splash Mountain posted 45 minutes. That's probably about right if I were to guess. It's been very popular. Obviously, it's one, a super popular attraction. 2, they're only loading 1 party per log, so that cuts down the capacity. 3, they're cleaning the logs quite frequently. And 4, something's happening to Splash. I can't quite remember. So people are really wanting to ride it right now. And I joke, of course, I'm referring to the fact that it's being rethemed to Princess and the Frog, so people want to make sure they ride it before the current version is gone. So this line of people have already gotten their return text to go shop Splash merchandise. And then this short line of people that I'm in currently are the people getting in line to get a Splash Mountain shopping text similar to World of Disney. At Disney Springs, you can put yourself in the virtual queue and they'll text you when it's your turn to shop. You come back, and then once there's room in the store, they let you in. So I am waiting to see what the wait is right now on Splash merchandise. So this is the end of the line if you wanted to go shop. These people have already gotten their text, and I asked a manager why it's so long, and she said that they actually had to shut the shop down for a few minutes because they just got a brand new shipment of merchandise, so they closed it down to restock because this stuff has been flying off the shelves. They've got plushes of Brer Rabbit, Bear Bear, Bear Fox. They've got some t-shirts. They had mugs. They have a bunch of different stuff, and people are loving it right now. So this should not be this long when you actually get your text to go back in, but that's what just happened. By the time I came out from putting in my number to go shopping at Splash, Thunder's down to 25 and Splash is down to 30. So I'm going to ride Thunder and see if 25 is accurate. But so far, things are going very well. Almost too well. I'm kind of alarmed. All right, it is time to ride Big Thunder Mountain. Hello, howdy, I'm so excited. I haven't been on this since I've been back at any of the previews yet, and this is one of my faves. I did grab a water from a cart right nearby because I want to talk to you guys about something while I'm in this queue. So there's been some questions about like if you can walk around and drink a water or an icy, or if you can eat popcorn while you're walking around or something. Yes, you totally can. I just talked to a merchandise manager. She said you're free to walk around, take a sip, pull your mask down, take a sip, pull it back up. You're supposed to be actively eating or drinking. A lot of people think it's this fun thing that if they could just hold a water bottle, they could take their mask off. Come on. Come on. Be better than that. So don't do that, but if you're walking around and you want to take a sip of your water, be mindful. Don't be in a, if there's like a little congestion, be mindful. But yes, you can take your mask down, sip, and then put it back on.
The Big Thunder loading station and what I need sticker. Thank you.
As you can see going through this queue, there are partitions up everywhere between the different lanes. And then of course there's the markers as well. So they're seating me as the only person in this little section of the cars. So there's a party or two right there, and then it looks like, hi! And then it looks like there's somebody else down there, and then there's me, and then there's another party right here, and another party at the front. So each train car only has one party. So that took like 10 minutes, not 25. So I think there's a fair chance that the lines might not be quite as long as they're posted. The Tinkerbell cavalcade is coming by, which it's just Tinkerbell, so I don't know why it's a cavalcade. But this is where you can see people like all want to go see Tinkerbell, so then there's a little more crowding. But there's like plenty of room down the road, so just scoot down the road. That's what I would do. So that is the thing I've seen most people crowding at, is like when the little cavalcades come by, people all run to go see them, which is second nature. It's about 11:30 and I'm a hungry gal, so I ordered something from Pecos Bill, Tall Tale Inn and Cafe. So this is how quick service is working right now. They are highly encouraging you to use the mobile order on the My Disney experience. In fact, you're only able to go in and order if you pay with cash or if you have an allergy you'd like to talk to them about. And then you're actually only allowed in. Oh my gosh, something's happening. You're only allowed in once your order is ready. So all these people have clicked "I'm here, prepare my order," but they haven't gotten the notification that their order is ready. So I'm just gonna wait with them, 6 feet away from them, and wait until I get that notification. But it sounds like a cavalcade's coming. Look who's up there, guys! It's the Country Bears! I am trying to keep my cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. 'Cause Clarabelle's here! Oh my gosh, she looks so cute. Hi, Clarabelle! I love you so much! You're so sassy! Oh, you're so cute, I love you! Oh, so this is... Oh, hi, Jose! Hola! Panchito! Hi, Goofy! Look at the Country Bears getting it. Okay, so my name got called, my order's ready. So they said to go straight up and get it, and here it is in all its delicious glory. And I just grabbed that out of this little window here. Okay, so it took like 12 minutes for my food to be ready. And in the meantime, Clarabelle Cow went by, so it was actually great. And then I was sent in, got my food, and here I am, found a table. There's a bunch that are marked off that they're not available right now. And now that I'm sitting, there we go. Also, when I picked up my food, I asked for a cup of ice water. So you can do that, and they'll give you one when you're at your food pickup. Okay, it's starting to spit a little bit. It's still blue skies, but it's Florida in the summer, so it's probably gonna rain while you're here, at least one day. Before, you could like often duck into a quick service location or a merchandise shop or something like that to wait out the rain, but that might not be possible right now, considering they're not even letting you into quick services unless you've actually got an order that's ready, and there's virtual queues at some of the merchandise locations and things like that. So here's a few tips for the rain situation. One, I would plan, if you're gonna do a sit-down meal or a quick service meal, plan to do it, watch the radar and plan it around then. It usually rains right in the middle of the afternoon, like right now it's like 2:30, so that's perfect rain time. So maybe try and eat right around then so you can avoid that. I would also say, if you can tell that it's gonna kind of start raining, maybe see if you can go get on an attraction like the Country Bear Jamboree, Hall of Presidents, Mickey's Philhar Magic, Carousel of Progress, one of those show style attractions that is gonna be like longer. Like Hall of Presidents is like 20-ish minutes, Carousel of Progress is 20 minutes. So Tiki Room, those kind of attractions would be a good thing, especially if you see it's about to get really bad. It's usually raining like that for like 15-20 minutes and then it's fine. So those would be good places to go, but just kind of keep that in mind. Watch the sky, watch the radar, and know that it's here in Florida. It's gonna rain, and then it's gonna be like this again in just mere minutes. Mere minutes. One thing I wanted to share with you are these relaxation stations. There's 3 around the Magic Kingdom. There's one right here at the Golden Oak Outpost. Hi! There is one over at the Tomorrowland Terrace, and then there's one in the Big Top where Pete's Deli Sideshow used to be, where the character meet and greet was. These are areas where you can come in. They have spaced out the tables enough so that you can have a seat and take your mask off and relax. You could eat a snack. You could have something to drink. You could just sit there and not have a mask on. So showing these, there's not an official time limit, but if it's busy and there's a line, they're asking kindly that you limit it to 30 minutes. Hi, Minnie! Hi, Daisy! Oh, so sassy. So far, the crowds have been super, super light. The 2 places that I've seen a little bit of congestion are right outside Pecos Bills, with all the people waiting for their mobile order to be ready, especially since it started raining a little bit. People are all trying to duck under the awning. So just be mindful of that. That was definitely some crowding. And then just now, especially when the Mickey and Minnie caravan came by, people kind of crowd to see all the characters, or they kind of get stuck in a choke point and can't go past. So if that happens while you're here, just be mindful, be patient, and just try and space yourself out as best you can. But overall, it's been very, very quiet, and I've, for the very, very majority of the time, seen people trying to space out, and there is plenty of room to do so. I'm going over to Space Mountain right now because I asked on Instagram what people wanted to see next, and they said Space Mountain, so here I go. But here's your midday crowd level report on Main Street, right in front of the castle. I could do like a cartwheel in here if I could do a cartwheel, which I cannot. But yeah, it's very, very uncrowded right now.
Health and safety of everyone, please wear a face covering. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm en route to Space Mountain, but I got distracted by a little alien. Hi, Stitch! How are you? Have you been causing trouble? A little bit of trouble. So Stitch might be out here for you. Buzz Lightyear might be out here for you. I hope he's out here when I'm done with space. And there are different places around that the characters may be on a stage, or the Country Bears were up in Frontierland, or Captain Jack might be near Pirates. And that's one way you'll see characters. Okay, let's ride Space Mountain. Walking up here, you can see that the queue is all the way outside, but it's also only 15 minutes, it says. So, we are going to go discover if that's true. Hello, Space Mountain. I love you. Okay, line starts here. So does our timer. Is this really 15 minutes? Let's find out together on this adventure. Oh, gotta go this way. I don't even know where I'm going. Okay, here we go. Follow the stickers. I walked up this whole way. It's been moving really quickly. Sorry it's so dark. So I've gotten right to where the games would normally be, but they're off right now. And I haven't really stopped yet, so I don't know if 15 minutes is accurate. But I do know it's hard to see the markers right now. I paused a few times, but for the most part, I'm already right here, and they're loading right there. So that definitely was not 15 minutes. So another change is the cast members aren't touching the bar. They ask you to push up on it before. They might have pulled it up to double check it, but that's not happening. Whee! Here we go! That one is so good. Oh my gosh, I can't help it. I love that attraction and I just giggle every time. That was definitely not 15 minutes. That was maybe 10. I was moving pretty consistently. There was like a few times where I was stopped for like 15 seconds before moving. Super, super quick. They seated me in the front and then there was a party of 2 behind me, so they sat them in 5 and 6, 3 seats apart. So they're definitely spacing. I don't think they'd put more than one party in a half of a rocket. It's all gonna depend on the numbers of the parties like that are there. So definitely lots of spacing. I saw a cast member changing out, refilling the hand sanitizer machine when I was there. So Space Mountain, it was great. It was a delight per usual. Let's talk about something else that everyone wants to talk about. What is it like to do this in a mask? I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's really hot, but it's really hot because it's Florida in July. The heat index is like 1 billion. It's 1000% humidity. I, again, cannot blame the mask for being hot. I'm used to it at this point. I don't think this is why I'm hot. I would be hot anyway, but I will continue to recommend trying out different masks because I know there's some that are more breathable than others. Try out what is going around your ear, like these, the ones that my aunt makes for me. This little cord, super comfortable. I know some have like thicker elastic, it's not as comfortable. There's a ton of different fabrics. Again, gaiters, those are not allowed. But try different masks, see which ones you like, and then go on walks around your neighborhood with them to not only get used to, to not only get used to walking, hi there, not only get used to, hello, I feel like I'm a character right now, it's a parade. To not only get used to walking around, because you do a lot of walking at Disney, but you got to get used to walking around in the mask. Yeah. But again, I don't think the mask is the problem for why I'm hot. But a reminder, I live here, I'm used to the heat as much as you can be used to it. I'm used to schlepping around theme parks all day, and I don't have any kids with me. So take all those things into consideration when thinking about the mask situation, but for me, it's really not that bad. Okay, a couple of people have asked what the bathrooms are like, and there's like basically no one in here. So there aren't any sinks that are out of use, but there is a sign to remind you to wash your hands. Just use common sense. Don't use the sink next to somebody. There's still paper towel things. There wasn't any hand sanitizer because you should be washing your hands, but there are signs right outside the bathrooms that say to maintain physical distancing. I personally haven't had an issue doing that because it's so not crowded. The bathrooms haven't been super crowded, but this is a really good one. If you're wanting a not crowded bathroom, this is the one back by Space Mountain and Carousel of Progress. The ones back in the back of Fantasyland might be good at the big top. The ones back by Gaston's Tavern are probably going to be pretty quiet since Enchanted Tales with Belle isn't open, and neither is Gaston's Tavern. Pinocchio's Village House ones might be pretty quiet, so just try and go to like quieter ones. I would think the ones inside quick services might be a little bit busier, but I haven't had an issue with that at this point. And enough about that boring nonsense. Let's talk about what's important here. Coffee. And how I haven't had any today, which is honestly a travesty. So yeah, we're getting coffee now, friends. Look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. I have actively missed shaken Jamaican cold brew. It's the signature blend here at Joffrey's. This is a Joffrey's cart. You get an annual pass holder discount here, but I don't get it flavored or anything because it's already got a little coconut. It's got a little, I think, cinnamon, I don't know, cocoa, I don't know. So good. Okay, whilst I was getting off of Space Mountain, I got my text message that it's time to go shopping at Splash Mountain. So let's walk all the way across the park. Go see what I can find. As we're walking and talking, I want to make sure you can see the vibe of how the crowd level is. Very quiet, as you can see. So with the Splash Mountain thing, they said once you got the text, you had an hour to get back. So that way you weren't like dropping everything in the middle of the meal, or like I was about to get on a ride and whatever. So I went to Splash Mountain. I got the first text saying, hey, you're in the queue at 10:29. I got the, hey, it's time to come shopping text at 1:16. So That's many hours later. All right, so a couple photo pass updates for you. One, they cannot take your phone like they used to be able to, where they would take your phone and take pictures on it for you. They can't do that anymore. So they can do it on their camera, obviously, or if you want them on your phone, you're gonna have to take selfies, have someone in your family take it for you, find a stranger that looks nice and make them airdrop it to you. But a cast member, not just PhotoPass, no cast members can take your phone from you right now. Additionally, you have to keep your mask on in the photos. I know at Universal, there's a few places where they said it's fine to take your mask off, like when I met Blue, the raptor. But here at Disney, that's not the deal. Gotta keep that mask on, even in your photos. All right, so I'm in the line for the people that have gotten their texts and they're waiting to go in. And I have been told by the cast members that the line has closed for the day. It's a little after 2. They've reached capacity, so people are still able to put their name on the wait list if they'd like, but there's no guarantee that they'll get texted and be able to shop. So this is gonna be something that's very popular for a little bit when the parks reopen. So if you do wanna shop Splash Mountain merchandise, I would get here relatively early and get your name in. If you're watching this and you're like, why did you have to wait 3 hours to shop at Splash Mountain? Why is it so popular right now? Disney announced recently that they are reimagining Splash Mountain. It's no longer going to be the current story with the Brers from Song of the South. It's going to be Princess and the Frog with Tiana and Naveen. So Disney announced that. We have no idea when that's going to happen. People ask that. Right now it's still the same Splash Mountain that everyone knows. So we don't know when it's going to go down and become Princess and the Frog. I have no idea. We will share when it does, but that's why Splash Mountain is so popular right now, because people are making sure that they ride it and get their merchandise before it changes. All right, let's go shopping. We've got mugs. We've got plushes. We've got Brer Bear and Brer Rabbit. I don't see any Brer Fox though. And we've got Funkos. They've got the Funko Pop set. They have a tumbler. That's fun. It says, I make a splash wherever I go. That's cute. And they have the mugs. And the mug's really cute because it has the little bluebird up there. This section too, there's this kid's t-shirt that a message appears when it gets wet. And then there's the frame, and there's a sweatshirt. So that's all that they have right now. They may have some pins and keychains and stuff, but I think they're gonna keep getting more stuff in. It's not closing tomorrow. But still, if you want anything Splash when you're here, I would get in line early. You can see why they're not letting very many people out at a time. This is a very small store, but they've got the markers on the ground like we've seen at every merchandise location since they reopened. And then they've got the plexiglass, and once again, they are encouraging contactless payment. So if you can do a Magic Band or a credit card over cash, that is preferred. Crowd update. So, not a lot. Let's go walk through Fantasyland as I talk to you about this next thing, because as you know, Fantasyland, it's about 3 o'clock or so. Fantasyland's normally stroller gridlock right now. So let's go see what it's like. A whole lot of nothing. I see Small World has a 20-minute queue, it says. This is what the crowds have been like most of the day. Very, very low. I don't know how many people are here. I don't know what percentage of people showed up that registered. I don't know how many people they're allowing in. Disney doesn't release that kind of information, so I don't think anyone knows but Disney. But I, to be completely honest with you guys, was very worried about how busy it would be right now. I was afraid it was going to be like when they sell out a Christmas party and it's still super busy. And you can see that is not what it's like. People were concerned that they didn't have Fast Pass, and Disney said you won't need it. And as it is right now, they weren't kidding. They may up how many people can get passes at some point. I don't know when that will be, but for right now, this is what it looks like. I also don't know if a lot of people canceled because they were waiting to see this video and others like it and see what the processes were before they actually committed to coming. So that's what it's been like today. And stay tuned, friends, because we are going to do a video like this at all 4 parks. I'm going to take you through Animal Kingdom and EPCOT and Hollywood Studios as well. We're going to talk about the attractions, what's different there. We're going to look at their cavalcades. We're going to look at their crowd levels, all that fun stuff. So stay tuned, keep watching. We got a bunch of fun new content coming your way. One of the biggest questions I've had too is if I feel safe while I'm here. And I was very hesitant to answer that before the actual park opened because I didn't want to base it on the capacity of the previews that I went to. But I think Disney's done a really good job. They've got hand sanitizer. A lot of places they've got the mobile order, they've got the mobile check-in, they've got markers in the queue and the gift shops, and they've got plexiglass dividers. Disney's done a great job, but what was making me nervous was other people and if they would get too close and not do a great job social distancing, or would there be areas that wouldn't be possible. And truly, minus those couple instances that I've shared, it's been really easy to distance. There's tons of room, as you can see, and I do think Disney's done a very, very good job. So yeah, I'm very impressed with the measures Disney has taken. Well, friends, that is a wrap on today's video on the reopening of Walt Disney World and Magic Kingdom. I hope I answered some of your questions. I hope you've gotten a good first look at what it's like to be here right now. Like I said, we are gonna have videos coming to you from all 4 parks, and then we're gonna have more videos in each of the parks. You wanna know if I can ride every ride right now without Fast Pass? Don't worry, I'm gonna try it. What else do you wanna see right now? Let us know in the comments. We're gonna go back to eating a bunch of snacks. We're gonna keep doing all kinds of fun stuff. You let me know what you wanna see in the comments. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net, and until next time, y'all, I'm Molly, and it's been so magical.
Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.